Welcome to Table Talk. Hi guys, this is where we talk about all of your topics via the hashtag Table Talk and the Reddit/r/SourceFed. I'm Matt Lieberman.
And we have a special guest.
I'm Hank Green.
And I'm Reina Scully.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming, Hank.
BT Dubs, I'm starstruck and I'm like shaking, but it's
okay, girl. She's getting a hug that's changing her entire life right now. How many times do you get to witness a hug that literally makes someone melt into a puddle? Oh my God, no, it's just his hugs. They're of such a high quality.
I'm a changed person.
We know how to hug in Montana.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
I like to think of
Montana
myself
man.
as an industrial strength hugger. I feel
Industrial strength?
Yeah, I feel like I was built to last.
Like
Like a Ford truck, built tough.
Yeah, I feel really weird when I get bad hugs. I'm like, do you not?
Do you not? Is it me? Is it you?
Yeah, has no one ever taught? Like, it's like this handshake.
Yeah, ew, limp. It means nothing.
Yeah,
it means
I
nothing.
mean, like, I don't know.
Will you rate my hugs?
Yeah, let's.
Ooh.
Can we?
I want a hug too. I want more hugs.
That's good. That's good. See, I feel like you gotta touch at least down to here.
Yeah, you gotta get at least
Can I
belly
have
button.
another hug?
Yeah.
Ooh.
We're adorable.
Oh, that feels so good.
You're tiny. Legitimately, it's electric. His hug work. Your hug work is excellent.
Wait,
Yeah, it is. It was.
What?
Can you take a picture?
This is what happens when Joe Beretta interrupts
Last time
a
I was
table
on
talk.
you.
This is
time
what
you're on
happens
me.
when Montana guys get together. Oh, wow. I'm jealous now.
That's a Montana
I was
picture.
fulfilled until I saw that.
Now you know
Now
you
I'm
can
jealous. I could do
You're
more.
jealous because you could never support
Right.
Hank's weight?
Yeah.
Just because you're tiny, not because you're large.
I thought I just received the best hug. I am now wholly jealous in all kinds of different
Here.
ways.
Well, you can
What's
jump on
that?
me later.
Okay,
Woo!
Hank. Jump on in, Hank.
Jump on
Grab
in.
yourself a topic.
Okay. This is this one is for everyone. It's
my
from
God.
Jordan. The question is, what is love? Baby, don't hurt me.
But baby, do hurt me because hurt is part of being in love.
It's
I mean,
true.
I know that this is like
Pain.
this. I feel like this is meant to be a troll question.
He
But
looks
kind of
familiar.
it looks kind of like The Rock, but he's bemused.
I think it is. I think it's just
a bemused Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, I was like, why does that guy look so familiar?
Yeah.
It's The Rock.
It's a complicated question because like I've been in several relationships and
We're gonna go for legit here.
Can we
What
go?
is-
Can we
what
do
is
it?
actually
Can we do it though? Please?
Yeah, why
Can we
not?
define love?
Yeah, cause I don't know. For me, I've been in several relationships and several times I thought I was in love or thought that love can be just caring about someone intensely and worrying about them, but like red hot need. Do you know what I mean? Where it's all consuming and it's
And
like
it's
this
also
that's the
feeling
juice,
that they need you too, like
Yes.
the same way you need them, and it's just like, oh my God,
It's happening.
this is the thing that it's supposed. This is the thing that people talk about.
Right.
And you
Yeah.
feel like you're terrified, but you can drop all the pretense and all the walls and stuff, and I don't know.
Crawl into each other's consciousness and also
that.
bodies.
Yeah,
I was thinking
more
bodies.
consciousness. Yeah.
Both.
Wait,
both
have you
things.
crawled inside of your boyfriend?
Yeah, of course. I do every night. Is that not how it works?
I think
Is that not
we're
it?
maybe thinking about
Yeah, I
slightly
think we may be
different
thinking of slightly
things.
different things. Yeah. Wait a second. How roomy is your boyfriend's colon that you can sleep in it?
Up that way?
Did you
It was
say?
that way?
Did you say colon?
I wasn't ready
Colon.
for that way.
Wait, that's the only way. How else would you enter him?
I just thought he would just cocoon me.
Oh,
with his arms.
no,
Like
no,
love,
no.
not like anal.
Oh, no.
We said no more anal.
Burrowing against someone is completely different from burrowing into
Into
someone.
someone.
But I'm
This is
pretty
true.
sure we said no more anal.
Yeah, pretty
Okay.
sure that was a thing.
I wasn't
What's
around
that?
when that rule was established. Or was I?
You weren't.
Yeah.
I see.
There we go.
All right, anal still in play.
Yes.
Can we
Nope,
just
nope.
create the no more anal rule again now?
Yeah,
Fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Now
2.0.
I got one.
Yeah. I think, I don't know, the great thing about life is that it only continues. Like, if everyone just stopped having sex, like every animal, there just wouldn't be anything
Be over.
in like 100 years. There would be no no higher life.
Yeah.
So is love just a byproduct of our bodies telling us that we need to reproduce?
Well, I think it's more complicated than that because humans are so complicated. We like social structures and like monogamy has been around for a long time.
Right.
It's like it's not a cultural thing. Like it exists in every culture and it's a human thing.
Because I don't know. Have you ever felt like I've felt something that's not love, but is sort of like a biological fascination of like. You have my child, like I like in like just like
that's
like,
just
like,
horniness.
well, no, not horniness, not
horny.
like I would like to have sex with this person, but like I can just tell on a biological level. You would make a great baby.
Now,
Our child would be
successful, hot,
Oh.
strong. You know, would have resources. Strong.
Have resources.
Yeah.
You know what our child would have? Resources.
Yeah.
Is that like a chemical like thing?
Yeah,
Like,
well,
you're
I mean, it's like
chemically-
it's partially pheromones. It's
Yeah,
also
they definitely,
like
there's a smell element to it. There's lots of weird
yeah.
smell
Wait,
research.
I have a question. You are a science man. Is
Yeah.
pheromones a real thing? I
It
know
is a real thing.
in animals, it's
a
absolutely
real thing and for humans
real
too.
thing for humans too.
Humans?
Oh yeah.
So here's a
I
weird
can
study.
vouch.
I sniff women all the
No,
time.
that's
I
not
just
what I
walk
meant.
through
I
and
just
sniff
no,
all the
I've-
bike seats.
I have I can think of 2 women off the top of my head that I dated just because I couldn't resist how good they smelled.
Well, but
That's
was it
perfume.
No.
No, them. Their physical.
They're like
Their
hair-
physical
they're like,
body.
they're like dirty
Interesting.
hair.
Hair and like fucking like just woke up smell.
Oh.
Like whoa.
Does it turn you on? Because I realized that at first I was like, I really
I
don't
want to
like.
hear about this study, but yeah, finish your
like
thought.
I don't like the way boys smell because like they just kind of tend to smell a little bit worse or whatever. I know it may not be true.
I've always-
Whatever,
yeah.
fight me, okay?
No, it is definitely true.
Yeah.
Scientifically true.
Yeah, but I remember being distinctly turned on by that scent at a certain point. I was like, it like switched gears from being like to like, kinda want you now.
Don't tell them that. They'll be like, oh, thank God I can stop showering.
No, I'm kidding. Please keep showering, all of
Yeah.
you, please.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, the study.
They had people go into a waiting room, and there were a number of seat options. Men preferred to sit in a seat, even if she wasn't there. She preferred to sit in the seat that an ovulating woman had been sitting in. And women preferred to not sit in that seat.
Like competition almost,
Yeah.
perhaps?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Innate competition? Wow, that's fascinating.
And like none of them, of course, knew that. And of course, that was like completely random set of
Right,
chairs,
right,
and
right.
so there were no factors.
There's no scheme, there's
Yeah.
no logic
So
to
like,
it.
and it wasn't like a huge effect, but it was a measurable effect.
Wow.
So yeah, it's there.
I
And I
love
mean, the
it.
reason we have body hair is to capture our scent.
Ew, I didn't
know.
know that.
Yeah. And
So,
that we can-
ladies,
To capture-
stop shaving, okay? Because your scent needs to be captured.
And
Where am I going
broadcasted.
with this?
Yeah. That's why I cut very small holes in my pants, just so I can waft
Oh,
my
you're
scent around.
brilliant.
Yeah.
You are a step above
What
us.
is this? What is this?
This?
move?
Just
Oh, this
wafting.
is this
Look
way.
at wafting.
All right,
can't
now we
see.
know. You
Yeah.
can't see. We just look weird. We look weird.
Yeah,
We're
it's
just
very
seizing.
small.
It's a very
Scent
jiffable
holes.
episode. Yeah. There we go.
I'm not doing it right. Still feels good.
I think we've answered here.
Okay.
Get in there.
Oh yeah, now you know.
Oh yeah. You see, you don't want to put it back that far. Yeah. There you
Oh
go.
right, I'm
Maybe.
actually.
Oh.
I feel so.
Whoa! Right in Elijah's lap.
Elijah's getting
That's a
attacked
dangerous,
today.
dangerous seat.
I know.
Can you believe we got sent a viewer sent this
They made this and this
and this and this
and this and everything.
and this.
In this bowl?
Jeebus.
Where here?
No,
here.
not that.
Here.
You made the bowl?
Here.
Nice. Alrighty. Ooh, look at that. Okay, this one is for
Just chin
Hank.
height.
It's for me.
What are...
It's just a binder
I did
clip,
that the
Hank.
first time.
Jeez.
Jeez. Okay, let's see. At Argella 1300, Argeia maybe, I'm not sure. What are your rituals for cheering yourself up after a rough day? Mine, cereal, and the Breakfast Club. Ooh, that's nice and
That's
classic.
nice and classic.
Oh yeah, that's her name backwards. Her name is Allegra.
Ah.
She's had to spell it backwards in order to get the Twitter handle with the 1300, which is an important number for some reason.
Apparently.
Cheering myself after a rough day. I Netflix, just generally Netflix. And Serial and the Breakfast Club sounds lovely. I might choose Pride and Prejudice, the BBC miniseries, or Poirot, Agatha Christie's Poirot.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Next Generation.
They're just releasing the whole Poirot on
yeah,
Blu-ray.
they the last
final
David
mysteries.
Suchet Poirot just
Yeah.
came out, and it's very sad.
Wait,
that
what is your
sad.
Star Trek?
TNG?
Okay.
Is my Star Trek.
Okay.
Is that not good enough for you?
No, I'm like,
What are you?
I'm a Deep Space Nine.
Oh, you're so young.
I'm not so young.
You're so young. You're probably 4 years younger than me, and that makes you a DS9 man.
Hank, it's just they had the shapeshifters, and it's like the whole reason the Battlestar Galactica wound up being any good at all is because of all of the things that got put into Deep Space Nine. There's a lot of filler episodes, but it's still really good.
You know what's weird about the
And
DS9?
TOS, original series.
DS9 versus the Next Generation argument, I do find that my younger friends are very heavily into DS9,
Huh.
and not so much younger
TNG?
friends. Yeah, it's really weird.
Here's the thing.
But
when they're
classically,
done
it's
with all the
TNG.
HD updates with the enhanced effects and all the stuff, I want to go back into TNG and try to watch it fresh.
I just, for me, it was just very philosophically important to me. Like growing up, it was important in the creation of like who I am.
How old were you when it came out? You watched it from
I think
the
I
start.
was 9 when it started. And then it went for 7 years after that. So like all of my formative years.
Oh, absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the
So that was
philosophy
just, it was a
spoke to
key
you?
element.
Yeah,
I
like
get
I was
that.
all this like post-capitalist, post-scarcity future. Like I still like economically am very interested in the Star Wars universe.
Nice.
I'm
Oh,
like,
you
can we
understood all
get
that?
can we get to that place?
Yeah.
Where like
we're all cooperating and we're just pushing towards.
We're only working for a better self and a better universe, not
Right.
like competing for resources and money.
Yeah. That'd be
I
nice.
just read
Wow,
a
you
really
are-
interesting and very long article about like the economy of the Star Trek universe.
Oh, wow.
It was really cool. It was
So
on
is it
Medium.
is it communism?
No.
It's not communism.
No, because there's like, you know,
There is,
there's,
like-
there's structural hierarchy, and some
Right.
people are captains, and
But everyone's working towards the same thing.
yeah. Well, I mean, and there's still property ownership. Like
Right.
Jean-Luc's brother owns a vineyard, and
True.
and like Beverly Crusher has this like haunted house
Yeah.
on a Scottish island or something.
Because
Yeah.
as you do.
Yeah. Well, no, it wasn't a Scottish island. It was a Scottish outpost colony.
Yeah.
Where people from Scotland bought a planet.
Yeah.
Which apparently you can do, but there's no money. They say over and over again that there's no money, but then there's like Latinum and DS9, and there's
Yeah.
and like people are bartering, and do
So
you pay
it's-
when you go to a restaurant?
So
or
it's
not?
resources.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's resources, but the way that the Economist argued for it is that like you sort of get a certain number of energy credits because everything is energy. You can just like make things with energy because you have those like
Right.
replicators.
Oh.
And so you, as a citizen of the Federation, get a certain number of energy credits, and it's more than you could ever need. But it's not enough to build like a starship of your own, because you can't have
Wow.
infinite starships.
Okay.
Infinite starships.
Yeah. Well, what do you do, Reina, to cheer yourself up?
These nerds! What do I do? I definitely like to watch stuff, because, it puts your mind out of whatever funk you're
Get
in.
away a little bit of
Yeah.
away from it. I like to lay in bed and cry too.
Oh,
That's one of mine.
no!
Yeah.
Wait, is it like
I-
cathartic? Like,
No,
does it
no,
work?
no. It's just the only option available.
I wish I did have an actual thing. I tend to let things stew. I definitely think about stuff that's upsetting me, and I
Yeah.
don't want to let it go. I don't want to let it go, though. I want to be like, how do I solve it, though? Or like, how do
Yeah.
I stop?
Yeah.
How do I change my
Right.
brain chemistry?
Yeah.
But watching TV helps.
For me, it's communication. I try to reach out to people. If I have someone that I can talk about it with, makes it a lot easier. And granted, like I used to have way more bad days than I do now, but I just no judgment eating, and that's like that can be like be a problem.
Yeah.
But it's like if I have a bad day, it's a Popeyes night.
Wait, I have something to tell you. Did you know that Trader Joe's came up with a cookie butter ice cream?
Cookie butter.
Cookie butter. You've never had cookie butter?
I'll tell you something.
Speculoos.
Yeah, speculoos.
It's really good.
It's like a
like
crushed
peanut butter
ginger
2.0.
cookie. It's like a crushed ginger cookie, swirly, creamy thing.
Peanut butter-y, but not quite.
They make a
It's-
chocolate bar that's filled with it. It's,
It's amazing.
I don't really have much of a sweet tooth though. For me,
Me neither.
it's just like fatty, greasy. Fatty, greasy is my
Yeah.
world. You know?
Popeyes.
Yeah,
Bury
Popeyes.
me in a bucket of fried chicken.
Bury me in
yeah.
it. Just I want to burrow into
Burrow.
it.
yeah, right. They have
just
openings
crawl
too.
into that fried
Yeah.
chicken's
No
colon.
more anal, we said.
Yeah, I know. And then, barring that, I'll listen to sad Bob Dylan songs until I feel in the mood to listen to a happy one.
Oh my goodness, that's the worst though. That is spiraling.
Yeah, I definitely like have some breakup albums that whenever I hear a song off of them on the radio, I'm like, oh.
Oh, these feelings again.
Do any of you guys have like a song that like you basically lost in a relationship and then reclaimed later? Like I like where.
Oh, shit.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I have
I
this
really
with an
do.
entire band that I never reclaimed because it turned out I hated them. Rush. I had a girlfriend who loved Rush, and I like learned and I like got into Rush, and I know tons of freaking Rush songs and like whole Rush albums, and then we broke up, and then I was like, I don't like this.
I hate Rush.
You know, it's not like I lost Rush. It was like I got to not have Rush anymore.
Good for you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes me sad. I love Rush.
Sorry, Heather.
Yeah.
I wonder if Heather's out there.
Name drop.
Hi, Heather.
Hi.
I'm also wondering if Allegra was Allegra Clark, and if it is, hi.
Is that your ex-girlfriend?
what?
No, it was a girl.
Right.
No, it was a girl when
There's
I
a
was
theme
like
today.
when I was like 16, who I met at like a summer program, and I was like way awkward. And I bought her like earrings at a fucking
way
craft fair, even though I had made no overtures to the fact that I was interested. We were in a play together, and she hated me.
What?
Yeah.
You knew she hated you, but you were like so into it.
I live for abuse. I've learned that about myself. Know thyself. Ow.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Give him good.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Every single time I feel so alive, Hank. Let's do one more
man.
topic.
Okay, this is from Lord Christ on a Bike.
Lord Christ on a bike.
Most disappointing video game or TV show that you've played or watched.
Oh, I have to dig into my brain
boy.
box for this one.
Yeah.
What happened recently
That's a
that I
big
was
question.
not excited about?
Let's see if you get this.
Oh,
so
You were
close.
so close.
Too weak.
Oh
Moments
my
away.
god, it's so painful how close you are.
Yeah.
I just want you to keep hitting Elijah. Just kidding. Oh man, disappointed.
really,
I know.
really hard.
Have you guys played the original Atari E.T. game?
No, but I've heard such amazing
No.
things about how terrible it is.
So bad.
Wait, you played it way back when?
No.
And then you got
no,
to
I
play
played it.
You
I
played it
played it
recently.
a couple years ago.
Because they found
Because
that
of the
landfill with all
no,
the
you
copies.
can play it. You can play a ROM of
Emulator,
it.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm just like, wow, yeah, this is impossible and bad.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to enjoy that game though. They buried it for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I knew it was going to be bad when I played it. But disappointing TV show or movie.
Disappointing TV show for me, and I'm sure that none of you watched it, was Low Winter Sun on AMC.
No, that's not familiar.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, so they put out this cop show last summer based on a British show. Mark Strong was the star of it, and like at this point, AMC had yet to really have a bad show.
Yeah.
Like Hell on Wheels was like neither here nor there, and like Rubicon was a good show, but no one watched it. And so I recap TV shows when I'm not here. And I was so excited for this show. I'm like, great, okay, this is gonna be the next new premium drama. It's gonna be incredible. And it was a fucking mess from like top to bottom. The pilot is so confusing and it is relentlessly dark. But at the same time, that show had the single best scene, acting and directing wise, I thought, of any show on TV last year. But even with that, I would never recommend someone to watch it.
Wait, you watched the whole series?
I had to watch the whole shit because I
because you
reviewed
had
it.
to. Okay,
So
okay,
I had
okay.
to sit there and like kind of pretend to like it for an hour
so that you
every
didn't
week.
hate yourself.
Right, and well, and also because like when you recap a show, you're doing it for fans of that show. Those are the only
You have
people who
to
are going to
hype
tune
it a
in.
little,
So
yeah.
you have to find a way into liking it. But by the finale, we had completely given up.
Wow. Was
even-
it obvious, like when you were doing your review, that like you kind of really?
I mean, if
enjoy
you
it?
watch them back, you could probably tell that I'm spinning a little bit.
I see.
But
yeah.
I mean, that's just part of the job.
Yeah.
I haven't been disappointed by shows because I don't watch them if I don't like them.
Okay.
But I've been disappointed by final seasons and by finales a lot.
Yeah.
Like
Final season of Battlestar Galactica. I know.
especially the finale.
Yep.
As a scientist, I'm just
Yep.
like, this makes no fucking sense. Why did Lost even keep happening?
Okay.
And I'm just like,
The 6th season of Lost is a big disappointment.
Giving me more things to be curious about and never satisfying my curiosity.
But that's the thing, is the finale of Lost is far more about an emotional resolution than it is about facts.
That's not why I started watching. That's not what I was interested in. That's not why anybody watched that show. They they're like, okay, now that you're watching, let's make it a soap opera and who's gonna fuck Kate?
No one ever really was interested in that Kate romance. Well, okay, maybe women were. But I
don't know why you're looking at me. I wasn't. He looked straight at me.
No, well, I remember. Okay, fine. I had. Well, the only people who cared about it that I know are female friends of mine, ex-girlfriends. But that's mostly just because they really liked Sawyer.
That's why I broke up with them. I think that I watched that show because I thought that there was going to be an interesting resolution to this
a mythology that ultimately made sense.
And they tied themselves in too many knots. And they had to be like, look, there's this hole in the ground that glows.
Yeah, but at the same time...
Wait, did the writers have an end game? That was always my issue, because I dropped it halfway through and then I picked it up again, not really wanting to,
The worst part about Lost is that the season finale was coming out for me. And I'd only watched the first
series finale.
The series finale, and I'd only watched the first 3 seasons. So I binge watched it on Netflix.
Right.
The last 3 seasons or 4 seasons of Lost.
And season 4 and 5 are great.
Yeah, and then I'm like powering through this, and I'm watching 5 episodes a night, and I'm like, I hate this.
Oh, you're already at the okay.
And I was like, but I have to watch
it
it because the finale's
coming. Because it's coming.
Right, yeah.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, pal.
Yeah. Oh, it's all right.
It's all right, Hank.
On that sad note, a lot of anime disappoints me all the time. There you go.
Yeah.
All the time it disappoints me. I don't know what it is. I don't even know what I'm looking for because I generally enjoy all anime, but too much fan service, I hate it. I can't. I can't. I don't even like it on normal shows, to be honest. So, Game of Thrones, it's not a real criticism of Game of Thrones. I love Game of Thrones, but the sexuality and the nudity was too much. I don't need to see you banging in the background. That's all right.
Why?
Because it's hard to concentrate. I don't know.
I sometimes think that it's it's an HBO show. We got to get our titties in this episode.
It's not every HBO show. It's that HBO show.
I know, but that's always what they say. See, when I bring up this argument that's well, there's too much nudity, sex, fan service, it's literally too much. I don't need to watch them penetrate each other. But then everyone goes, it's an HBO show, though.
But it's not an HBO show.
Why do they have to use that
show,
argument?
and also they don't penetrate each other. This isn't Bertolucci's The Dreamers. Second time in a week! I'm really happy that I could reference Bertolucci's. Lee knew what Bernardo Bertolucci's The Dreamers was, and that really impressed me. I had no idea.
I have no idea.
It's an art film about people in France and they have sex. Anyway,
they bang?
Regardless.
Anal?
No.
No more anal.
We said no more.
No more.
That's why I'm not doing it anymore. Another show that really, really, really disappointed me was Under the Dome, which had a great pilot and had all the potential in the world. And Brian K. Vaughan, who wrote for Lost, but also created Why the Last Man, one of the best comic series of all time. And it's still on the air. It's a hunk of crap, and I still have to review that. But now, as a jaded person, I freely say I dislike this show, and I'm just going to snark on it until it goes off the air.
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
You're
a
power.
free man.
Yeah. Thanks, Hank.
Thanks for watching this episode of Table Talk.
Yeah, you can send your
more topics and stuff and words.
Hashtag Table Talk on reddit.com/r/SourceFed or on Twitter. You guys. You do this all the time.
Yeah.
You know it better than us.
This is Hank.
I'm Hank
Green.
You can find me on youtube.com/SciShow or Crash Course or Vlogbrothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is Reina Scully.
And that's Matt Lieberman. You can find us here.
Goodbye.